Using a simple formulaic method, I'm going to help you, a lazy teenager, turn productive and dominate the rest of your life, bringing success to you and your family. Now, how do I know this is going to work? Because I've helped thousands of people across my YouTube channel turn productive using these simple steps that I'll show you. Also, I went from a gamer who spent 2,000 hours or over 210 days playing Call of Duty and other such video games, failing everything I was attempting, and now I effortlessly and easily breeze through large banks of my work for my business, education, and personal development goals due to the strategies I'm going to show you in this video. Hello, I'm Dylan. I help lazy people turn productive using tactical techniques and strategies that have personally helped me. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over this 4S protocol that I would advise lazy teenagers use to turn productive. If you have something you're striving towards, if you're an ambitious teenager but you lack the motivation, the discipline, and the drive to complete the tasks you set yourself, then this is the video for you. I hope you take notes and take action. So firstly, your self-image. I speak to a lot of teenagers. I'm a teenager myself. I speak to a lot of my friends. They all have an issue with self-image that correlates to a negative aspect of productivity. It correlates to unproductivity. So, what do I mean by self-image? When I speak to my friends, I say, how come you're struggling to do this work? How come you're setting yourself this task that you're really faltering and failing on and ended up in a rut of procrastination? And the answer lies in the language they return me. They say, I'm unproductive, I procrastinate, I really struggle to focus on certain tasks I set myself. This is part of the problem. This is the majority of the problem because they see themselves as someone who's unproductive. They're planting the seed of unproductivity in their subconscious, in their conscious mind, that when they sit down to complete tasks, for example, they have set themselves 60 minutes to figure out a business model that kind of aligns with them. They want to look into it more and maybe start to implement the steps to get it on the go and active. And they can't do it. They sit down at their desk and they just can't start. They struggle so much. They falter in these distractions. They end up scrolling and wasting away the day because of their language towards themselves. When they sit down at the desk, they don't see themselves as productive. They don't see themselves as someone who can easily focus on this task. They see themselves as a procrastinator. They see themselves as someone who's unproductive. And here's the solution. In order to see yourself as someone who's productive, you need to do these actionable steps. Number one, change the language you use about yourself. If you ever say you're unproductive, please just change it. Please just don't say that about yourself. Or if you say, I'm not productive yet, add that caveat that allows your brain to plant the seed of productivity, which will fester into actualized focus. Because when you see yourself as unproductive, when you look in the mirror and you know you can sit down at a desk and complete work for 60 minutes straight, even if you can't, suddenly you'll be able to focus better because you haven't got this self-degradation in your mind. And it sounds woo-woo, but here's some actionable tips to help you see yourself as more productive. So this is the first actionable step to see yourself as more productive. Change the way you speak about yourself. Don't say I'm a procrastinator. Don't say I'm unproductive. Just don't speak about that aspect of yourself if you know you're going to come out with something negative, or reframe it and tell yourself and tell people that you are productive and you do get work done easily, and you'll see the paradigm shift in your brain allowing you to be more productive. It's woo-woo, it sounds wishy-washy, but this is the baseline of productivity. If you don't see yourself as productive, you will not be productive and it will actualize to negative results in your life. Number two, change your outfit, change your hairstyle, change something about your characteristic, your self-image that allows you to see yourself as a different person. Whether it be you wear fancier clothes, you wear different clothes, you improve your style game. When you sit down at your desk and you see yourself working in third person, you have this imagination view of yourself, you're going to see yourself as more productive because you've cleaned up your image. Number three, your environment. Change something in your room. Wherever you do your work, whether you've got a desk in your bedroom, just move the desk location and you'll see a significant increase in productivity. Number one, because of the novelty. It seems like you're in a different environment. Your brain's like, oh, this is cool, this is new. And then you'll be able to focus on the work better because the novelty's there. Number two, you can align this with your self-image. Moving the stuff in your bedroom can create a shift in self-image because it seems like you're a different person. You now have a different layout in your bedroom. You work in a different place per se, so you can align it with your self-image and say you're a different person. I was unproductive in that corner of my bedroom, but this time I'm going to be productive in this corner of the bedroom, and you'll see a little shift occur. So next, the other three S's. They're slightly more actionable. They're not as woo-woo, but I thought I'd start off the video with the self-image, the important part of productivity, because how you see yourself correlates to how much work you get done. Number two, start small. Snowball. Use the method that I prescribe every single lazy person, every single person who falters in productivity. This is the one step to get out of it. snowball. Start off small. You are a newbie. If you're a newbie in the gym, if you're a newbie at running, you don't go in and you don't run a marathon straight away. You need to build up small. And if you're in this rut of procrastination, then you need to do the same. You need to prescribe yourself small, easy, low intensity tasks to start until you can build up this momentum, this dopamine, this inertia to complete and dominate the larger task you set yourself. So start off small. I'd recommend every single person watching this video, when you plan the day tomorrow, either using a piece of paper, whether it's on your phone, whether it's using a productivity planner like I have linked in the description for people who are trying to turn productive like you, set yourself the first task of the day as tidy your bedroom and make your bed. Whether you're really down bad or you're productive, this is going to be quite a low intensity task to start the day off strong and set the tone of the day as productive. Make your bed. Simple as that. Clean your desk. Make sure your floor's clear, there's no rubbish in your bedroom, and the environment's clean, ready, and pristine for you to jump into the work without friction. You don't have to sit at the desk and clear out this massive pile of rubbish. You clear it at the start of the day. And also, if you're somebody who finds themselves sat in bed way too much scrolling on the phone, when your bed's made, there's a kind of extra friction to get into your bed. Like, you don't want to ruin it. It's nice and pretty, you've put effort into it, so there's a friction between you and getting into bed and making sure you sit at your desk to do the work you set yourself. So always set yourself the first task of the day. Tidy your bedroom, clean your desk, make sure your bed is made, and this stupidly easy, low intensity task will set the tone of the day as productive, and you'll see an incredible shift in productivity, as I saw in myself. It will allow you to generate this momentum, this inertia, this dopamine motivation to complete the other tasks you set yourself during the day. So always start with tidying your bedroom and making your bed. This is the second tip I'd advise. Start small. Number 3, surroundings. See, when I was this gamer who was stuck in a deep pit of procrastination, I sat at my desk, I wanted to do some work. My Xbox turns on. I've turned it on, I have the controller in my hands, and all of a sudden Call of Duty's open up on my screen and I'm distracted. I end up spending 4 hours playing Call of Duty and I don't do the work I need to complete, and I'm stuck in this unsuccessful pit of unproductivity. And how to get out of it is by changing your surroundings. See, me, I got lucky. My Xbox broke, and this was the shift to productivity because I now no longer had the distraction that was keeping me from being productive. So whether you sell the thing that's distracting you, which is quite extreme, I will admit, or you just put it in a different room or do your work in a different room, create this friction between you and the distraction, you'll see productivity seep in, as I did. I went from this gamer who was down bad, spending 210 days of my life straight playing Call of Duty and other such video games, and now I'm changed. I am productive. I complete my work that I need to get done, and I'm seeing success seep into my life as a result. Therefore, I want this result from you, so please change your environment. Pick your stuff up, pick your laptop up, put your pen and pad up, whatever you're doing your work on, and just put it in a different room, whether it's your dining room, or eliminate distractions via selling, which is quite extreme. But change your surrounding. Remove the friction between you and the distraction by being in a different environment to the distraction. Say if you sit at your desk, and every time you sit at your desk, you doom scroll on your phone. You need to no longer sit at your desk because the trigger is there. Or put your phone in a different room, so when you sit at your desk, you have no option but to stimulate yourself by completing the work you need to get done. So, change your surroundings. And finally, a quick point on statistics. You need to record meticulous data on the productive work you're attempting to complete. Without a bank of data, you can't see where you're going wrong and you can't see where you're going right. So if you have a productive session of work, you need to sit down afterwards and analyze how that was productive. What method did I use? What advice did I implement? Whether it's stuff from my channel, I'll link a full guide to productivity in the description. It's the last video you'll ever need on productivity, and people have come to me and said it's the most useful video they've watched on my channel. If that's interesting, watch it after you've watched this. But what advice did you implement? What method did you use to become more productive? And how long did you focus for? How long did you complete the work for? Whether you're really down bad and you completed 10 minutes and then you faltered and you end up in doom scrolling, write it down, be honest, be brutal, and then the next session you do, write down how long you focused for then, because then you can analyze what you changed and the impact it had on how long you completed the work for, how long you were focused for, and then you can see the progressive overload. Oh, okay, so I did try this snowballing thing. I set the tone of the day as productive by making my bed and tidying my bedroom today. How did that affect my focus in the work I completed later on? Well, I focused for 60 minutes now instead of 40 minutes. It was really, really great. So maybe I'll implement that tomorrow. And then tomorrow you stack another habit. So I then worked at the time I was supposed to work based on my body's temperature optimum, which the video is linked here. Oh wow, this made me work for 90 minutes. This is an extra 30-minute boost. This is unrealistic, but extra 30 minutes gained on focus because of stacking these two productive habits. Yeah, I'm going to do this tomorrow. And then you add and you add and you add until you have this productivity system in place to become productive. And you can see the progression there. Not only can you record and make the changes. Oh, I spent too long on my phone here. This made me unproductive here. Or I ate too many carbs here. This decreased my focus by 20 minutes. You have this bank of data to refer to see what's making you productive and what's taking you away from this productivity that you desire. Also, when you have this bank of data, this proof that you're productive, it aids in your self-image, because if you can see on a bit of paper somewhere, or on a document somewhere, that you've worked for 60 minutes yesterday, 60 minutes today, 60 minutes the day forth, you will become productive based on your self-image because you see yourself as someone who's productive, which links in the first point, the first S of this video. So statistics are important. Have this bank of data where you can refer to and see what's making you productive and see what's keeping you in this rut of unproductivity and procrastination. And I guarantee you will become productive by implementing this. If you're looking to work with me one-on-one, there's a free consultation in the description. It's a 30-minute meeting with me where I can analyze how I can help you turn productive using the tactical techniques and strategies that I preach on my channel applied to you and your life. If you're generally looking to make progress, then the link's there if you're interested. I appreciate you for watching this video. Thank you very much.